Hi, Assalamualaikum to my lecturer, Puan Nurmaiza and my friends. First of all, we from Group 3 want to thank to my lecturer for giving us a chance to be here to present about curve ranking in DCC20063 Engineering Survey. And before we start our presentation, allow me to introduce my group members. Starting with me, my name is Nolaina Amelia binti Hanizam, my metric number 01DKA21F1072, and my friends Cik Susmawani binti Cik Kamarudin 01DKA21F1085, Rushazwani binti Muhammad Zain 01DKA21F1080, and Har Aika bin Muhammad Fuad 01DKA21F1150. Next, I going to pass to next presenter, Cik Susmawani.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Cik Susmawani binti Cik Kamarudin. My registration number 01DKA2NF1085. Here I want to present about introduction of curve ranking. Curves are regular bands provided in the lines of communication like roads, railways and canals to bring about gradual change of direction. They enable the vehicle to pass from one patch on another when the two patches meet an angle. They are also used in the vertical plane at all changes of grade to avoid the abrupt change of grade at the apex. Next, type of curve construction. Number 1, horizontal curve. Curve provided in the horizontal plane to have the gradual change in direction are known as horizontal curve. They have constant radius required to connect to straight setouts on the ground. The usages of this curve are such as roads, railways, curb lines, pipelines, and may be set out in several ways, depending on their length and radius. Okay, number 2, vertical curve. Curves provided in the vertical plane to obtain the gradual change in grade are called as vertical curve. Curve may be circular or parabolic. Curves are generally arcs of parabolas. Curves are laid out on the ground along the center line of the work. Vertical curves are used in highway and street vertical alignment to provide a gradual change between two adjacent grade lines. Okay, next, needs of providing curve. Curves are needed in highways, railways and canals for bringing about gradual change of direction of motion. They are provided to following reason. Number 1, to bring about gradual change in grade and good visibility. Number 2, to bring about gradual change in direction of motion. Number 3, to layout canal alignment. Number 4, to control erosion of canals banks by the through of flowing water in a canals. And number 5, to alert the driver so that he or she may not fall asleep. Of curve ranking. Number 1, to allow students to identify the terminologies of curve. Number 2, students should be able to explain the basic concept of curve. Number 3, to allow students to have a basic knowledge on how to set up the instrument. Number 4, to allow students to learn the correct method in doing curve ranking work calculation. Number 5, to enhance students' knowledge in curve ranking procedure. Number 6, to allow students to learn on how to analyze the data.
Thank you to Cik Susmawani. Next, I will explain about the equipment in curve ranking. Firstly, we have theodolite. Theodolite is used to measure both horizontal and vertical angles as used in triangulation networks. It is a tool used in surveying and engineering industry, but theodolite has been adapted for other specialized purposes as well. The next equipment is tripod. Tripod is a device used to support theodolites, total station, levels, and transit, among other surveying equipment, and as a tool to stabilize it during the shear measurement work in carry out. Next is measuring tape. Measuring tape is used to perform linear measurements. The function of measuring tape is measure to distance. And the next equipment is ranging pole. Ranging pole is used to mark areas and to set up straight line on the field, and to mark point which must be seen from the distance, in which case a flag may be attached to improve the visibility. The next is hammer. Hammer is used to knock in and immersing a picket into ground to be used as a sign. And the last one, equipment, is pad. Service pad or service stake are used to mark our residential boundaries and indicate points and position of a site. Next, I will explain the fieldwork procedure. First step is setting up the tripod involves standing it upright, releasing the screw, clamps the legs, and extending the top of the tripod about the forehead level of the user. Second, put the theodolite at the top of tripod and lock it and make sure the bubble should be centered. Number 3, mark point T1, T2, and P on the field, refer the diagram. Number 4, set up the theodolite to right side with horizontal angles at point P at 60 degrees, 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Number 5, measuring tape was pulled from point T1 and measuring tape was aligned with the crosshair of the theodolite, then the point was marked according to the distance. Number 6, put the ringing pole at the end of measuring tape that you measured just now. 7, theodolite was turned in clockwise direction until it matched a wool circle bearing. The theodolite was turned by horizontal dyne motion to reach the required angles. And the last step is step 5 was repeated by pulling the measuring tape from T1 until the last point T2. So that's all from me. I will pass to next presenter. Thank you.
This is our data collection, and for the data calculation, I will pass to Harid Aikal. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Haris Aikal bin Muhammad Fuad. Nombor pendaftaran 01DKA21F1150. Saya akan teruskan pembentangan ini dengan analisis dan data collection. Okay, untuk tangent line diberi ialah 12 meter, manakala long chord line diberi ialah 19.97 meter dan radius yang diberi ialah 12.0 meter. Okey, untuk mencari nilai Y, formulanya diberi iaitu X kuasa 2 dibahagikan dengan 2R. Okey, untuk poin pertama, Y kita ambil nilai X yang pertama iaitu 2 dibahagikan dengan 2 darab dengan nilai R iaitu 12. So, jawapannya ialah 0.167. Manakala untuk poin yang kedua, Y sama dengan X iaitu 4 bahagi dengan 2 darab 12 iaitu radius. Kita akan dapat jawapan 0.667. Dan yang ketiga, Y sama dengan X iaitu 6 dibahagikan dengan 2 darab dengan radiusnya iaitu 12. Kita akan dapat 1.5 meter. Dan poin keempat, Y sama dengan X ni 8 dibahagikan dengan 2 didarabkan dengan radiusnya iaitu 12. Kita akan dapat jawapan 2.667. Dan untuk poin kelima, Y sama dengan nilai X iaitu 9.18 dibahagikan dengan 2 darab dengan radius iaitu 12. Kita akan dapat jawapan 3.511 meter. Okey, seterusnya setelah kita dapat semua nilai Y, kita akan terapkan dan lukis. So, untuk T1 yang pertama 2 meter, nilai Y nya ialah 0.167. Untuk 4 meter 0.667. Untuk 6 meter 1.500, 8 meter ialah 2.667 dan 9.18 meter ialah 3.511. So, setelah kita tarik ikut panjang yang kita dapat, kita dapat titik-titik untuk menghasilkan curve. Okay, so untuk T2 kita buat perkara yang sama. 2 meter 0.167, 4 meter 0.667, 6 meter 1.500, 8 meter 2.667, 9.18 meter 3.511. Setelah siap semua itu, kita lengkungkan, tarik ikut poin yang kita dapat. Sekian, terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syazani binti Muhammad Zain. My registration number is 01DKA21F1090. I would like to present about conclusion of curve of engineering. After finish this report, we have Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syazani binti Muhammad Zain. My registration number is 01DKA21F1090. I would like to present about conclusion curve ranking. After finish this report, we have gained some new knowledge specifically about curve ranking. Curves are regular bands provided in the lines of communication like roads, railways, and canals to bring about gradual change of direction. One of the needs of providing curve is to bring about gradual change in the grade and for good visibility. There are two types of curve construction, which are horizontal curve and vertical curve. Both types are a bit different to one another, but they are holding almost the same concept. We have also been able to classify the circular curve such as simple curve, compound curve, serpentine curve, and deviation curve. The terms that are used in curve ranking also have been explained in detail in this report. Besides, we also know the main objective of learning this topic, and they are all necessary for us to achieve as civil engineering students. Furthermore, we have also listed down the instruments that are used in order to do curve ranking survey, such as ranking pole, measure tape, picket, hammer, theodolite, and tripod. It is also necessary to understand the purpose of those instruments. Next, also be able to know the important procedure that we need to follow when doing curve ranking work, and manage to do the data analysis section using one theodolite method according to the question given with a good understanding of it with a sketch of plot diagram. We move to the effectiveness team. First is Nolena Amelia Mentihanizam, equipment leveling, fieldwork procedure. Second is Justice Mawandi binti Kamarudin, introduction, objective and data collection. Third is Mina Shazali binti Mazin, comment, conclusion, effectiveness team. And last, Harid Haikal bin Muhammad Fuad, analysis and data calculation. That's all from us. Thank you.